viewers, you are tuning into News TV with me, Shahirah Samsuddin. Olympus Corporation is a Japanese manufacturer of optics and photography products. This company took the world of photography by storm in the early 1970s with a camera of uncompromising quality. Olympus was established on 12 October 1990, initially specializing in microscope and thermometers. This company holds roughly a 70% share of the global endoscope market. Its global headquarters is located in Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan. Olympus was hit by a corporate scandal that was broken in business world. The Olympus scandal was erupted on October 14, 2011, when the Japanese camera maker dismissed its chief executive Michael Wofford over what he claimed were management issues. However, Mr. Wofford said he was cited for raising questions about more than $1 million in payment made by the Japanese camera maker in the accusation between 2006 and 2008. In subsequent week, Olympus was rejected this claim that acknowledged they were true, but denied the payment were inappropriate, and then they admitted the company had to use the transaction to secretly hide losses on investment dating back to the 1990s. Olympus pinned the blame on the three directors, which is Hisashi Mori, the deputy president, whom the company sacked, Hideo Yamada, who resigned, and Tsuyoshi Kikukawa, who had already stepped down as the chairman days before.
When I was offered the job and become president, that's what I thought I was. But Kikukawa made himself chairman and CEO, which I realized he controlled all the level and the board were literally a puppet, and he was a puppet master. After becoming the president, within few weeks, I received an email that telling me my company had committed fraud amounting to $1.7 billion. I had a report from one of the world's largest big four accountancy firms, which were then named. I was the one president asking the most reasonable about allegations of corporate malfeasance on preventive skill, and he wasn't even answering my question. And I knew there and then that this company of which I was the president was floated in the court, and then I knew that I had to blow it happen some way. I also sending emails challenging Kikukawa and the board asking for Kikukawa and Mori to resign. And the new agenda in the board meeting is the dismissal of Michael Wofford as CEO, and all around the table put their hands up supporting the motion that I'm dismissing. I had a lot of documents prepared before I wanted to ask in the board meeting, but I was told that I wasn't allowed to speak.
At that time, I was sat close to the Wofford apartment, and then he approached me and said that there were things I needed to know. And then I told him to meet at a small cafe across the street in 10 minutes later. While in the cafe, the first question I asked him was, "Are you okay? What happened to you?" And then he said that there are hundreds of millions of dollars lost, and it's become clear that he is worried. He is actually in danger that people will probably follow him. And then he gave me a binder full of evidence to back up his case. He then went to the airport and picked up all his suitcases and said that I would board the first plane because I did not feel safe to be in Japan. The next few hours, I sat down and examined the evidence that he gave to me, and I contacted the Olympus to get comment from them. 10 hours later, I managed to spread the news, and it's become hot news. The story of Olympus is on the front page. So because of this case, Wako Miller, a Wood Foods translator, had been fired. And it is particularly shocking when Olympus is willing to lay off the employee who has been working for them for 30 years. And the Olympus said that Wako Miller is not suitable for a Japanese organization, and it's become strange.
In a situation like this, when a company like Olympus faces this kind of challenges, the worst thing that you can possibly do is to be seen to be denying, to be lying, or even covering up. It is a hugely different to Olympus at the time this event took place, and the fact that the trust has been completely destroyed left them with no choice but to completely regroup very open. So probably the first indicator to the outside world is the share price. When the confidence start to return, and that's the market looking at the deep, at the stacks where have been then reading in depth the document. We're looking at the new corporate governance policies, the philosophies of the new leadership.